Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. Okay, TA, the worst truck stop ever. Petro, the worst truck stop ever. The places are filthy, they're nasty, and this ain't the last video. This is a new video, just in case you're going, hey, this video's restart. Let me tell you about me getting a DOT inspection there on the truck and trailer. If you guys have a illegal truck trailer, things wrong with it, take it to a TA Petro. They'll pass you no problem. This is Baytown, TA, over there in Baytown, Texas. I take my truck and trailer in there, and I just put 3 brand new tires on the trailer, and I have an air leak in the trailer, so I'm like, damn it, I better have them fix that because they're gonna nail me on the DOT. So I have them fix the air leak and do the DOT. And when they were doing it, he opened the hood, and I'm like, ah, crap, I forgot. I'm really low on coolant. He's going to call me on that, you know, whatnot. So I'm sitting in the truck. He opens the hood, and he goes about and does his thing. So I get out of the truck. And mind you, they already charged me $170 to fix an air leak in the trailer. So I get out, and I kind of follow him around. And he never went underneath the truck. Never even really looked at much anything. He checked the lights and he did measurements on the tires, but as far as under the hood goes, I don't even think he looked. Other than opening the hood, he was talking to another guy who I think he was training, and they were just talking back and forth about whatnots and what, you know, whatever. And I'm like, you know, it kind of sucks because I like getting this DOT done, to have them do the really good hardcore, make sure, you know, everything's good, because I assume, you know, they're supposed to look at the brakes and things like that and make sure everything's good. Now this truck's pretty brand new, so you wouldn't expect any problems, but I was really surprised he didn't call me on that low fluid. And then I had a power steering fluid leak. He didn't say nothing about that. When I got out and looked, I was like, oh crap, I forgot it needed an O-ring for the cap. There was fluid dripping all over the place. So I'm sitting there and I'm expecting for him to bring up some stuff, and hey, you're all done. And you know, it took him about 3 hours to fix the air leak in the trailer, and to do a DOT inspection. So I go in there, and you know, I pay and everything. And as I start to walk away, I stop and I notice right on the paperwork, 2 of the brand new tires, 2 out of the 3 brand new tires I put on are marked as almost old, almost bad. This was on the left side. On the right side, one of the tire that was is the oldest and worn pretty good was marked at 1830 seconds. But yet my brand new tires were marked at 630 seconds. 2 of them were marked at 630 seconds, and 1 was marked at 830 seconds. So I'm like, this guy don't know how to use his meter or whatnot. So at this point, I'm like, you know, I did notice they really weren't paying close attention to anything, and didn't notice the oil leak or the low coolant or anything. I'm going to say something to him, because here in Texas, over in Baytown, you see a lot of garbage trucks driving around, and you wonder, well, at least it's passing a DOT inspection. You see a lot of trucks with bald tires. As a matter of fact, there's a truck right here. It's got 2 bald drives on it. So I say something to the service department. I go, hey, just to let you know, I got 3 brand new tires on here, and they marked them as such and such. I didn't bring up nothing else. I was just that. They could care less. They were like, they looked at me like I was freaking crazy. Like, it passed, right? Then what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is if you're marking good tires as old and you're missing good tires as being good, then wouldn't that mean also that you're going to miss bad tires as being bad, and you might mark them good? Just like if you were working for me in a cash register and I checked you out and you got more money than you're supposed to have in there, I'm gonna fault you just like you stole money. Because if it's over that either means, one, you're trying to hide stealing and you failed at it, or two, you're overcharging customers, which is not good. You'll get, a warning or two for that, where if you're short, you're going to get one warning and then you're gone. But anyways, we're getting squirrel there. But that TA, that particular TA in Baytown, when I brought that up to him, they kind of got irritated and angry with me that I'm questioning their technician. And it's like, well, yeah, I mean, I literally just drove from the tire bay to over here, and you're telling me that 3 tires are worn out. Yeah, they're not DOT, but you're telling me that they're almost, they're close to, not close to it, but still, they shouldn't be at 8:30 seconds. And then my worn tire's at 13:30 seconds. What? And then the drives on the tractor, the right side drives and the steer are about as half worn out as the left side. So I was curious about that. I'm like, well, wait a minute, is something going on this truck where it's wearing? What the hell? So I went and checked it, and they're not. They're all within the same spec of each other. So you got guys that are training people that don't even know what they're doing. So obviously the guy he's training is going to learn wrong. Just like at Prime.
Keep
Prime's
name out your fucking mouth!
When the trainer trains you to do things wrong, sit in fuel islands for your 30-minute break or your 10-hour break, or hey, it's okay to eat in a fuel island, you're going to do it. Because you're going to learn from your trainer. We need to be better than this. If I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, dude, why are you worried about it? They passed you. You'd be more pissed off if they stopped you for something. No, not really. If I've got something broke on the truck, I'd rather have them tell me, hey, you got a wheel seal leaking, rather than my wheel catch on fire. Now, before you say do your own pre-trip, I do my own pre-trip. I do my own post-trip. But it's always a nice thing to have somebody else's eyes on your vehicle. You're looking at the same thing over and over and over again. You might not be, notice something starting to seep. I'd rather notice that. Have somebody else look at it. That's why and before you say, oh, you're trying to put the responsibility in someone else's hands. No, that's why we get pre-trip inspections, DOT inspections, is to make sure we're doing things right and that we're not missing something. What if I'm a total derp and I go, oh, well, you know what? My my pre-trip inspections don't include inspecting the brakes or don't include inspecting shocks, so I never look at them. Well, that's what those inspections are for. Needless to say, whether you want to say, well, you need to do your DOT inspection or your pre-trip inspections better so you don't have to rely on these guys, that's not part of this thing. If you're going to pay them to do an inspection, they should know how to do an inspection, and they should be capable of doing the inspection. Now, for you guys who complained about me at the beginning of this video because you didn't watch this whole video and didn't realize that I just said what I said, shame on you.